So update 2 for Roblox finally released. Now I know a lot of y'all know the first update wasn't that huge of a success, but this update was actually really good. And I know it's been a few days since the update released, but I had to play the game first to give a good review on it. And I will say this update did impress. The first thing I would like to talk about is the sewers rework. But before I talk about this, I ask that all of you stick with me until the end of this video. I have a lot that I want to go over, and I do need y'all opinions. If y'all disagree with me, I would like y'all to comment down below that y'all disagree with me. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. With that out the way, let's get on with the video. The sewers reworked added a bunch of new weapons, relics, and equipments, and a lot of them were pretty good. It also brought us the remake of giant lurkers. The way they work now is quite different. They don't look like lurkers, but just taller. They're buffer, they're stronger, and they have a unique moveset that's different from regular lurkers. At first I didn't think it was needed, but now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it was a really good rework. It gave people more content, and I'm starting to realize content is what this player base needs. Cause as of right now, the PvP doesn't really feel too rewarding and it kind of feels pointless. So I'm glad that they prioritize PvE over PvP, because majority of this player base is PvE players. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's not a lot of players who do PvP too. I'm just saying when this game first released, there was more PvE players than there was PvP players. A lot of players don't even know how to actually fight players. They're only good at PvE. Hence why the content updates are a necessity. Now, one of the major updates that came with this update was the addition of new combat mechanics. If you press Control and M2 at the same time, you will perform a grab. The only way to get out of a grab is to dodge it before you get grabbed, or perform a grab of your own to counter that grab. Now, I have seen some really good combos with this new grab mechanic. I believe this helps for classes that do lack skills. I also believe it adds to more versatility in combos. Another combat mechanic change is the addition of chase air M1s. If you air M1 while looking at somebody's back while they're running from you, you will now lock onto them during the attack. This means running away is almost impossible. It's a really good addition for 1v1s, but it is a little problematic when it comes to ganks. But to be honest, I prefer to have it than to not have it. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this balance change, but they nerfed Priest to the ground, and I'm not going to lie, I don't feel bad. The fact that Priest was able to put you into an arena and then use a move that guard breaks with another move that does massive damage on top of it was brain dead. Luckily, they made it so that move does not guard break no more, and it has an additional cooldown. But all good things come to an end because they decided to buff Smite. Luckily, claps now have a 6-second global cooldown, so you can't be put into a clap infinite combo no more. Another good balance change was the Prowler Rider nerf. Now, I'm not gonna lie, in my last videos, I was saying Prowler Rider was like the worst ultra and whatnot, but I'm willing to admit I was wrong, because Prowler Rider was actually a hidden meta and nobody knew about it. I watched Prowler Riders do some of the sickest combos I've ever seen in this game. So honestly, W balance change. Now on to the bad stuff. They gave Witch Doctor a quote-unquote buff, but it's actually a hidden nerf. They reworked the NPCs and said that they work better, but no, they work way worse. My Witch Doctor clones literally don't even do full combos no more. They'll hit you 2 times and then back up, hit you 2 times, dash to the side. The class is actually unplayable as of right now, and that was really disappointing considering I genuinely have fun playing that class. They also nerfed the life shard gain on Mifune and Diego, making it harder to get life shards without fighting a boss that does 50 of your HP with just one move. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why they did this update. People already hate the permadeath system in this game, so to make it even more grindy kinda just makes people not want to play. And their way of compensating this was making jungle chests spawn life shards more often. Now, another bad change they did was add daily quest. I'm not gonna lie, daily quest is like one of the most useless things in the game. A daily quest will normally either tell you to kill a specific person for life shards and 0.5 mementos, or it'll tell you to progress a class for the same amount. But in that time that you spend either trying to find this ultra that you need to kill or progressing the class that you need to progress, you can already have a full life crystal from fighting Diego even with this nerf. I almost forgot to mention them making fast Reforge unobtainable and removing all swing speed buffs from every Reforge in the game. And I understand they did this because of how fast daggers are, but you could have found a way to get through it. Like for example, you could have made it so more speed equals less damage or something as a way of compensation instead of just removing speed. Because this game already lacks versatility when it comes to build making, so now this just makes it even more stale. Also, not a single superhuman nerf in sight yet. Shinobi still got true air combos. Spartans still do 50% of your HP with one combo. But overall, it is a good update and there's not much I can complain about because this update focused on things that we needed as of right now and in this moment to keep the player base alive. So with that being said, this was a good update overall. Obviously there's a lot more of things that they added that I didn't even name yet, but they're good changes. Like for example, the way the server list work, they reworked that, is way better, way cleaner. You can actually press menu without it transferring you to another world, so you can menu in the same server that you was already in. All of these things are quality of life updates, which this game actually needs more than y'all would think. Now we just gotta wait for a drip update. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. This overall was a good update. I hope you liked this video. If you do, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I got a lot more content on the way, so I would like for y'all to leave suggestions down below on what games I should play. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
And I know she wanna know what's so with I wanna know what's so with her. I swear to God, we both know that we're no good for each other. I hate when she get drunk, cause she show her true color. Hold on, wait, baby girl, what did you